Okay, now earlier we were talking about brand A versus brand X. Now remember, I told you I've been around nutrition, the majority of my life, and I want to tell you a little bit of the background and the reasoning for that. When I was a very young boy, I was 13 years old, my father passed away. He passed away of a massive heart attack at age of 37. So at 37 years old, and this is a long, long time ago that he passed, okay, back in the 70s. And what they found out is there was a very good chance that it was a genetic disorder. So at age of 19, they had me checked on, and sure enough, it was genetic. They told me at age of 19, if I lived to see my 30th birthday, that would be a good thing for me. They'd throw me a party and yeehaw, that'd be great. So at age of 19, I was basically told that I probably wouldn't get to be 30. So that didn't set real well with me, and I wanted to figure out why. Because my doctor even said at the time, he said, it's not because of a lack of a medication. He said it's because, it's a diet-related illness. So I went and I studied diet. I studied nutrition. Now remember, we're talking about brand A versus brand X. I chose brand A. Now remember, I was already interested in and already had been very progressive in taking good nutritional care of myself. But when brand A came into my life in March of '94, I said, yeehaw, finally I found perfect nutrition, the kind of nutrition I wanted to take. So I'm taking brand A. However, some of my family members took brand X still. I couldn't seem to convince them. So remember, you're going to have people in your life you're not going to be able to convince. It happened to me. And what's interesting is they chose to stick with the brand X program. First of which is my brother Aaron. Aaron had his first heart attack at 28, 5 stints later, he's dead. Then came my brother Timothy. Now Timothy's actually 15 years younger than me. He died a couple of years ago. At 34 years of age, he had a massive heart attack. Now, both of these gentlemen chose to not listen to me about brand A, but they chose to stick with brand X. So again, getting back to the cost factor. What does brand A cost? Very small, SM, small price as compared to brand X, which, in their cases, they're done. Okay, so what's interesting is will brand A save you from a heart attack? I'm not saying that it will, okay? I'm not saying that brand A, our Herbalife products, will help you through any health difficulty. But why I'm saying this is I know brand X is not good stuff. And the fact that they were continuing in brand X and I chose brand A, it does make a sort of strong point. So again, this is a big thing right here. You're going to have to get people over the fact that, number one, and I've literally had people tell me this. I've had people say, but Mark, I love my food. Well, guess what? So did these guys. They loved their food. They loved it so much they were willing to die for it. Okay? So what's interesting is we can't help the people that don't want our help. It's not that we can't love them. I love these guys. Okay? They were wonderful people. Okay? But we can't change their mind, and it's not up to us to do that. So what I will tell you is brand A, it works, and it's worth it. So what I want you to understand is you have to help them understand the cost value. Because again, it's about $6 a day. $6 a day to really get them on a really good nutritional program that will help reinforce a healthy lifestyle. Because at Herbalife, that's what we're all about, a good, healthy lifestyle. We don't cure any kind of diseases. We don't help the body just overcome things. But we do give the body the things that it needs to make it through. So what I want you to understand is really work hard on the cost value. Really help them understand. Because guys, these guys are spending money out there. They're spending money on brand X. Whether brand X happens to be a fast food restaurant or brand X happens to be their local grocery store. The brand X food helps their taste buds go woo. And when they do that, they're like, they get this euphoric feeling. Well guys, that's not nutrition. That's a bunch of garbage and chemicals and junk and sugar that makes their taste buds do that crazy wow thing, okay? We have to overcome that. And it's not that easy to do. So don't waste your time on these guys. We can still love these guys. But our job is to find people who have an understanding. I want a healthy, active lifestyle. Okay? Those are the people we want to go after. So this is video 2. So in video 1, I explained X versus A. Here I've sort of elaborated on X versus A. And the reason why I elaborated on it is because I want you guys to get it real clear why I take the Herbalife products. I take them because in a way my life sort of depended on it as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and again, you know, this is how we need to talk to the people that we're talking to. Again, the cost factor is the biggest thing. You're going to have people say to you all of the time, well, I do your program, but I just don't got no money. Well, guess what? You don't got no money, but you're still eating brand X. Not a good plan, okay? And then the next thing we're going to talk about in our third film is going to be really incredible, so tune in for the third film. But hopefully I've gotten you understanding real clear that brand A is the best way to go. Brand X is going to be hard to break people's habits of because they're so used to it. They've been raised on brand X, so they don't understand why brand X is such a bad thing. But remember, brand X isn't like the stuff their grandparents used to have. 100 years ago, 150 years ago, brand X was good food. Today, not so much. So again, this is the end of this particular film, and then the third film, we're going to get into some real meat and potatoes as to what we need to do and what direction we need to go in, because our job is to spread this incredible message about getting better nutrition and a healthy, active lifestyle.